the nutsacks for this one, fellas. So this is from April 2nd, 2020. The U.S. Sun. Headline: No joke. Disturbing. TikTok trend sees teen girls posing as domestic abuse victims. Where the fuck is my son at? That's why I mean every girl he talked to and looked him right in the face. You know, my son got a homegirl up at what college she at? Up at Albany College. And my son be going up there to hang out and chill, and he be up there for a week. Yo, I straight told her to put his homegirl on the phone. And I was like, yo, look, when my son on that campus, he your property. You his homegirl, you know him. You know he my baby. You know he an 18-year-old. You know he innocent. But when cops look at my son, who's 6'2", with size like 13 sneaker at 18, when cops see him, he don't look like that innocent child. So I told her, yo, same way my son come on that campus, be the same fucking way he leave. My son better not catch no fights, no rape charges, no nothing. Or I'm coming for you. And she said, yes, Mr. Fiora, no problem. And I said, all right. And when you can't uphold that, you let me know my son ain't allowed up at that school no more. And she was like, word. But let me get into this. Disturbing videos depicting young TikTok users as domestic violence victims are being shared on the social media platform. Teen girls slathering their faces with makeup to look like they've been beaten have been warned they're romanticizing abuse and triggering real victims' PTSD. Above, Taylor Ray pretends to be the victim of domestic abuse using makeup to create bruises. They've been doing this shit since the beginning of time. Ever since OJ killed Nicole, and they knew that if you even just get in an argument with women,
what are you talking about, nigga?
OJ
is
doing
innocent.
this and faking this shit. All right. This is what happened to Johnny Depp. Some TikTok devotees claim that by pretending to be at the receiving end of violent incidents and domestic abuse, they are helping to highlight the plight of real sufferers. Bullshit. The Daily Dot reports that users have been filming phony attacks. As recently as March 29th, at Taylor Ray showed herself as bruised with smudged makeup while bizarrely pretending to order a pizza. In Nicole, she spoke of the so-called abuse, and in another desperate attempt for attention, Cleo Crowhurst posted a video where she pretended to have been shot by an abusive boyfriend who got too drunk. Her clip received more than 90,000 likes. And they got this ad up there. Domestic abuse during periods of coronavirus lockdown. Where to turn for help. So they got hotlines and shit out there. An emergency call 999. Any woman experiencing abuse should call the National Domestic Abuse Hotline, run by Refuge on 0808-2000-247. If you're unable to call, then visit the nationalhelphotline.org link. Yeah. Like, men ain't got it bad enough. And these are teen girls, man. Teens. Daily Dot says these and others like them are a disturbing part of a point of view video trend on TikTok. They follow a viral video shared last June by Jennifer Jordan with bruises and tears alongside the caption, "You go on a date with your abusive boyfriend and it doesn't end well." That one racked up an astonishing 3 million views and a horrifying 542,000 likes. Reviewers warned her of triggering copycat behavior and romanticizing abuse via the platform. One pointed out, some of us have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. When asked by Daily Dot to explain the video, Jordan replied that simulating domestic abuse in such a way would help raise awareness. No, it's going to trigger bitches and make motherfuckers think everything is fucking domestic abuse. You triggering women with this shit. Creating copycats. This got real life fucking repercussions, man. She added on Instagram, my motivation behind posting the video was to raise awareness, to let people know that being in a relationship with someone abusive will never end well. Teenagers shut up in their homes and receiving their education online are turning for moral support and comic relief to each other via immensely popular video sharing apps like TikTok. The social media platform is owned by China's ByteDance. While many TikToks tend to be lighthearted, dancing or lip syncing to trending songs is a common theme, they can also deal with some serious issues. Some users say that the app and others like it, such as Snapchat, lets them know other people are going through the same things they are and relax and laugh about it, says Reuters. Bullshit. Such domestic violence depictions can traumatize real victims. Indeed. But in the case of the fake domestic violence clips, being a pretend victim is a step too far, according to Miriam Torres. Torres, a sexual assault prevention advocate and creator because of what happened, affirmation cards, told Daily Dot, helping people identify abuse doesn't need to be re-traumatizing, and that's exactly what these kinds of videos do. They re-traumatize people who are trying to heal. Victims Commissioner of England and Wales, Dame Vera Beard, has warned that current COVID-19 lockdown measures pose an unprecedented risk to victims of domestic abuse, and she fears frontline services will struggle to cope. She said the current coronavirus pandemic could lead to a substantial rise in the number of children and young people who experience domestic abuse. Andrew Fellows, public affairs manager of the NSPCC, added hundreds of thousands of children are harmed physically and emotionally by growing up in homes where domestic abuse is taking place. Current lockdown is making their situation potentially even more difficult and dangerous. The government updated advice stresses that domestic abuse is unacceptable in any situation, no matter what stresses you are under, and urges victims to seek help. The TikTok time bomb. This boss says the TikTok time bomb is the history of TikTok. TikTok has spread like digital wildfire, snapping up over 1.5 billion users since its global launch 3 years ago, including millions in the UK. On the surface, the world's fastest growing social media platform shows short clips of lip syncing songs and showing off dance moves, but there's a far more sinister side. It's become a magnet for pedophiles as well as a hotbed for violent and extremist content, with TikTok predators exploiting the platform's younger user base and lax security to prey on the vulnerable. We've seen kids as young as 8 being groomed on TikTok, while other creeps take advantage of young girls posting sexualized content of themselves on the platform. And that's especially worrying on a site which is attracting millions more children every year, with 53% of kids now owning a smartphone by the age of 7. That's why we launched our TikTok Time Bomb series to make sure parents are aware of the risk their kids are being exposed to and what they can do to better protect them. Everyone agrees that social media could be a force for good, but it has to be used the right way with the proper controls in place. We want TikTok to better moderate its content so it's not being left to kids to protect themselves online. If as young as 8, well, it just repeats itself. Yeah, many are allowing some as young as 3 to swipe through video after video, while a quick straw poll on Facebook reveals that the lower age limit of 12 is being completely ignored. The app has already been blamed for several deaths, and there is concern within the tech industry about how easy it is for TikTok users to lie about their age. What you think about that, fellas? I mean, I know that's a rhetorical question, but so how the hell do you just trust and believe all women? Doesn't this kind of like nullify that? This totally delegitimizes like real domestic violence claims, real victims, and it sets a bad precedent for men. it's the men who are going to be 100% affected by this. Yeah, only half of society will be in danger of falsely being accused of abuse because men don't do that shit. Men are crazy. You know, women will downplay the fact, oh, if you ain't do nothing, you ain't got to worry about nothing. That's bullshit. Tell that to all the dudes that's in jail right now. I've seen and heard women fake it. I've seen women cut and punch and bruise themselves. I was once with a chick that was like, yo, I was breaking up with her. And she was like, straight up, you leave, nigga, I'm gonna fuck myself up. I'm gonna get you locked up. I had to actually call the police on this chick to come escort me out of the chick house. Dead ass. Well, not her house, but, the apartment that we shared. That's when I was living in ATL. Fortunately, a black female cop showed up to the scene. I'll leave that part alone. Let's just say she served and protected me. Atlanta's a black town, man. The cops is black, the COs is black, the judges is black. Y'all already know. Back to the story, man. Fellas, a lot of women, especially attractive women, are undiagnosed bipolars, man. See, when a dude's bipolar, you see it. Don't nobody want nothing from him, so it's like you see it. But when you want something, mostly niggas want some ass. So niggas will ignore a couple signs they might have seen. Some of these girls walking around here, man, depressive, man. Some of them got emotional chemical imbalances. So you gotta really vet, man. You gotta vet, fellas. Record shit, catalog it, keep records. You never know when you're gonna need it. Out here messing around in this environment. Yes. I've had to call the police to escort me out of a house where a chick threatened to get me locked up for trying to leave her. This shit really happens. I know from experience. Entitlement has seemed to have driven part of the female population mad, with pussy entitlement. PPE, power pussy entitlement. Remember, gentlemen, some rules never change, man. You check that medicine cabinet. First time you enter a woman's place, if at all, straight to the bathroom. And any strange names on a bottle that's not acetaminophen, which is painkillers, you better break the fuck out. So that's why SBM, EBM, Evermore, get the fuck out of Dodge. Because I'm telling you, man, like my mom told me and told you too, a pretty face can sometimes hide an ugly mind. And free Captain Jack Sparrow.